I think that Trudy is iconic. If you didn't know her, you knew of her. You knew how well loved she was. Chances are you knew her students.
She is everywhere, but she is, part of this statue. She has an exhibit right now downtown. You can drive past her house.
My name is Austin McWilliams. I'm the conductor of the opera Our Trudy. I think my favorite thing about this process and about this festival in general is just how accessible this art form is made for this community. I think that oftentimes classical music, and especially the word opera, has so many negative connotations about a bunch of rich people dressing up in ball gowns and tuxedos and going to the opera and seeing 3 hours of Italian music, and that's just not what this is.
What I personally love about the opera are those little magical moments where musically these chords just hit, and sometimes it pierces your soul out of sorrow, and sometimes it's just absolutely glorious. And as a performer with the strings and the trumpet, everything just kind of comes to life.
Beautiful music. It really highlights Furney's life. Everyone had preconceived notions about Trudy, and I think that everyone would agree that she was a powerful figure to this town.
I love bringing voice to the character of Todd and simultaneously bringing voice to the character of people who live in Russell and people who spent time with Trudy and care very deeply about how Trudy is presented and how we talk about Trudy and the community talks about Trudy. And I think the audience will appreciate seeing themselves represented in how I talk about her and how Dora, my counterpart, will talk about her. And I think that it's really special when an audience gets to see themselves specifically mentioned and seen in a work of art like this.
We all have those teachers in our lives who we identify with as being a teacher who saved us, or somebody we were safe with, somebody who protected us and inspired us. And from the interviews that I've read and the people I've talked to, she was that person for so many people.
The first time when I read the libretto, I was sobbing so hard. And I was like, oh, I'm so happy that I accepted this. I'm just loving this experience so much. And when I play, although maybe sometimes we can't hear the exact words down there in the pit, but I just can feel the story and I can see it through my own imagination.
I think for people that knew Trudy, who hurt for her, given the circumstances surrounding the end of her life, losing her husband and her son, and her being terminally ill as well, I hope at least that they come away from this with a warm heart and maybe even a sense of relief and closure.
It's just so moving. especially for people who have possibly gone through something similar to this story. I hope that everyone really enjoys it.
I know that if you come see this opera, you're going to take something from it. So throw out any sort of preconceptions that you might have about what you're expecting from this art form, and please come see what we prepared for you in particular.
I hope that it's a gift to those who loved her, and for those who didn't know her at all. I hope we all come away just understanding her story, and people being fascinated by her and going, I wish I knew her.